So, I have to like I try to calm myself down here. 'Cause I'm already feeling myself. I'm talking a little bit too fast. Deep breaths. In the bottom, as the blue Zerg, Kororo, and set that color to blue. In the top left, as the purple Terran, is not action, is spirit, aka Espiritu. Alright. Alright. One of these times, when I do a times forecast, I'm actually going to have watched the game beforehand. Because you need to have watched the game beforehand to do a really good times forecast. When it's just surprises, you don't know what's going on, and then you can miss some important things. But if you know what the important things are in the game, and you remember to look at them, like, times forecasts can be fucking amazing. So one of these times I'm actually going to watch the replay and then times forecast it. One of these times. Alright. So, yo, fun fact, Kororo, like the very first player I ever casted. That's right. This blue Zerg gear was pretty much the very first player I ever casted. My first casting was doing Collegiate Star League, which took place a couple of years ago. We haven't really restarted it since then. But I did some casting for Collegiate Star League, and Kororo was part of Team UCSD, University of California at San Diego. So this is coming full circle for me, man. Casting Kororo's games. I don't fucking remember anything about Kororo. I remember he was pretty good, and that he wasn't as good as Donzo, because Donzo was the best kid on UCSD. And I have Kororo on Skype. He's just kind of been sitting on Skype for 2 years. And we don't talk to each other at all. This is a little bit awkward. Maybe I should just like go through my contacts and say hi to everybody I never talk to. Because there's a bunch of people like I hardly ever talk to. Like fucking Hooligan from NB, never talked to that kid. Tupacalypse, never talked to him. Dragon from LRM, never talked to him. Keontae, never talked to him. Defi, never talked to him. Gotta talk to Gotunk every once in a while. Icy Cup Supreme, never talked to him. Yeah, a bunch of people I just never talked to. I'm clearly a very antisocial person. Alright. So, 2 hatch from Kororo. Kororo. Oh, man. Okay, I'm gonna go off a little bit of a tangent. Man, I can't even remember the style of game. But I remember watching cutscenes for this trilogy of games. And they're all about these, like, 12-year-old girls who are alchemists. And they all have the fucking stupidest names. Like, Rorona and Maruru. And Kororo is totally like that. Kororo could totally be name of the 4th protagonist of that series. Like, and that's kind of funny. There's one person who knows exactly what the fuck type of game I'm talking about. I never actually played the games, so I don't know the title. I've just seen cutscenes from them. But it's like, oh man, like somebody knows. Somebody, how many fucking people in the chat? 125? One out of 125 know what the fuck I'm talking about. All right. So, Spire. Is that Spire late? Maybe I'm just on times 4 speed, but it seems like he didn't set down that Spire immediately after the lair, which is a huge mistake if it is true. Also letting the scouting SCV into your base, pretty bad. You're going 2-hatch. You should just have 2 lings on the ramp. Unless you're actually attacking with the lings, which Kororo wasn't doing. No, it wasn't a visual novel. It was like an actual game. The cutscenes were like visual novels, though. In that, like the Japanese style of visual novel, where it has somebody doing the voice, but it still has the words underneath and subtitles, and then there's no animation. It's just a static anime picture of somebody, which is like how visual novels work. So the cutscenes were like that, but the game itself was not. Alright. So, Spire's done. Mutalisks are on the way. What is Spirit going to do to defend against this? He has 2 turrets. And nothing in the main. That could prove to be a problem. Man. Oh, shit, it was. I was like, that little spigot there totally looked like that SCV was building a missile turret. But since I can't click on it, he's clearly not. And then he totally was. Faked me out. Alright, my viewers dropped from the last time I looked. So apparently people didn't like my times before casting, or sale started. I'm guessing sale started. Like, I can actually fucking check that. No, but he starts in 3 minutes. Okay. So yeah, sale started. Man. That's why being a caster fucking sucks. Because you will always live in the shadows of the last guy. I will never be as good as Sale. I'll just never compare. People who heard Sale first got used to Sale, and it's like, that is how casting is supposed to be done. And anything that's different, it's like, it's worse than Sale. Sale's the benchmark. And similarly, it works in the other direction. People who cast after me, like Puppy Killer and Noise for Gambit Cup, they're gonna bitch about how they cast and why they're bad. But really, it's just they're not me. So people aren't going to be able to objectively do it or objectively look at how good they are. They're just going to bitch about how they're not me. They won't say that, but it's pretty much just that. And it's just like, well, fuck. Why the fuck do I even want to bother casting him? I'm never going to be better than this guy, and I'm constantly going to be compared to him. But nothing you can do about that. Just the way it's gonna be. Alright. So. This 2-hatch Mutalisk has really done nothing. Like, hardly any damage at all, and wow, that was some bad micro. Like, he found the perfect angle to turn back around so that the Marines never stopped firing. It's like he completely missed the point of Mutalisk micro, not to mention that he wasn't actually shooting anything. Ugh. Yeah, this is some pretty bad Mutalisk micro. I know my casting's good, but it's a matter of I will always be second fiddle to Sale. And it doesn't matter, and I'm not saying I'm better than Sale necessarily, but it's annoying, I guess. I'm gonna go with annoying. It's annoying knowing that no matter how good I get, it just won't matter. I will always be less than Sale. I guess Sale kind of has it with people like Klazart and like the generation of casters before him, to a certain extent, but there were a lot of new people in there, so a lot of them don't know. And Sale did it for a fucking long time, so he indoctrinated a lot of new people who he is the first and therefore the best for them. Which, like, it sounds like I'm trying to shit on Sale. I'm not trying to shit on Sale. Obviously, he has people that really like him, and he was doing it for a really long time because he put in lots of fucking hard work, and he deserves to have people who fucking think he's the best caster. There's no way to phrase this, right? Oh well. So, Spirit already has a +1, getting +1 armor now. And he does have the science facility, but I don't see any science vessels coming out. There we go, science vessels have started, along with your Radiate. So, Kororo's in a big heap of trouble here, because he did no damage with the 2-Ash Butalisk. So, his Hive is still a ways off, or a little ways off, but the Filers are still a ways off, and Spirit's already knocking down his front door, and he only has 2 gases. Like, he didn't even bother to try to take a third base far away, because he knew that just wasn't going to happen. Spirit would have been able to easily crush it. So instead, he's forced to take this mineral only. But mineral only for Zerg? Duh, hardly worth it. Really does not do a whole lot here. And now the Lurker's burrow, and Spirit's pushing in. Alright. Oh, trying to run back? Alright, getting out of the way. And there is still this one tank here that somehow managed to survive all this, but it will ultimately be taken out. Spirit bringing his Marines a little bit too far back. He didn't want to lose them to the Lurkers, but is a little bit overcautious there. And it's going to cost him the tank, but that's fine. There's another tank that he's totally sieged up and ready to defend this vital piece of ground. Like, if there's a random Hydralisk running by, that Hydralisk is fucking dead. This tank will get it. Yeah. Alright, is that this? No, that's not the first science vessel, that's the second science vessel. So he hasn't quite brought those over either, and Kororo has managed to get a huge number of lurkers out now. Now, really, those shouldn't be able to do too much, as Spirit already has Radiate, already has 2 science vessels, already has a bunch of tanks, but if he's not careful, there could be a nice Lurker Ling bust here, because Spirit has pulled his units all the way back. Alright. Ooh. Do we have Guardians? Was there, like, a Guardian out here that attacked a turret? Alright. Well, Kororo, he has the makings for a bust here. Probably would like a few more Zerglings. Oh, crack is not done. And a drop is coming in, though. Going to take out a lot of these drones? Oh, yeah, they're going to take out a lot of these drones. And then the tech. Oh no. Oh, no! Crack! There is no crack, but Kororo is focused on the other side of the map. He's going to be very disappointed when he realizes that his crack is not just about to hit, it's just not coming at all. But maybe not that disappointed. Oh, never mind. He needed one more swarm. Needed one more swarm. And he also needs to move the lurkers up. There we go. Oh, burning the lurkers down once again. And, oh no. Spirit, run! 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 Something. Flee. Get out. Dodge. Cower. Move. Any of these ringing a bell? No? Alright. I guess we're just gonna wait out the swarm. That's how the Russian Marines do it, I guess. Just like they give a big middle finger to the lurkers and they're just gonna keep firing. Alright, man. Alright, it worked, I guess. And your drop did manage to do good damage. This is the Defiler Mound was here, the Spire was here, and the Spawning Pool was here. So 3 quite nice buildings to take out, if I do say so myself. But Spirit's only on one really good mining base. This Guardian harass. Kororo managed to get that Guardian out before the Greater Spire was destroyed. So don't fly too close to the turret. Okay. Just barely out of the turret's range. Guardians do just barely outrange the turret. So this Guardian, man, has got 10 kills. And only 2, either 1 or 2 of those was from the Mutalisk. The rest of those are straight up SCV kills that this Guardian has gotten. So, rebuilt the Hydralisk Den, which was up here. He didn't have a Hydralisk Den or a spawning pool or a Defiler Mound or a Spire. He could make drones, overlords, and queens for just a little while there. Alright. So it looks like Kororo is commanding again. I don't like this. Straight up, I think this is a bad idea. You have 1 mineral only, and you are Zerg. You can do absolutely nothing but the second mineral only. It does not help you. Like, at all. So Kororo's banking. Doing pretty good job banking a whole lot, and oh, the Mutalisks are trying to get back to their little cubby hole back here and turn into Guardians, do some damage, but accidentally fly over a bunch of Marines. Gonna be turned away. And Spirit, only 84 supply, but at the same time, Kororo is only at 60. So Spirit still has a bit of a healthy supply lead, and should probably bring those drones back. Might be a good idea. You have an irradiated lurker and a irradiated defiler, like running around if they were on fire. That almost rhymed. Defiler is a little bit too close to fire. And GG. Spirit takes game number 1. Yeah. You know why Kororo had 4K minerals? Because of fucking mineral onlys, man. It never works out for Zerg. Unless you're gonna be awesome. And it's like, I'm going to invest all those minerals into hatcheries and Zerglings. And I'm just going to play a normal ZVT, but every once in a while I'm just going to have fucking 24 Zerglings that I wouldn't have normally. Then that's an awesome way to use it. But Zergs don't do that, because it's too hard for their little control groups.